Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting episode for you guys that we want you guys to stick around for. So please make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, let me get into this show here. As y'all know, I've been saying this, the Lakers are pretty much the number one topic in the NBA right now, although there are other stories. This team is going to be discussed on a daily basis on all of the major platforms, and we ourselves here, we discuss them every day because it's like a new thing that comes out about this team every single day. Now, yesterday on ESPN First Take, there was a segment where they had Stephen A. Smith, Jay Williams, and Brian Windhorst, and they were talking about the Lakers. And it started off with Stephen A. Smith giving his thoughts and opinions about the team. But then when it came time to Jay Williams, for whatever reason, he seemed to be sparked. Not sparked. What's the word? He seemed to be really irked by this Lakers team. And some of the things that he began to say about the Lakers and some of the suggestions that he made will absolutely surprise you if you didn't hear it yesterday. So for those of you who missed the suggestions that Jay Williams made for this particular Lakers team, we want to play it for you right now, and then we're going to come back and react to it. You definitely don't want to miss it. Take a listen to this here.
And I'll go to you, Jay, with this last words. We got to stop just bringing up Russell Westbrook. Anthony Davis shooting 20% from three-point range. Anthony Davis, I came on the air and talked about how Anthony Davis was a top 7 player. I take it back. Damn it, he don't look like.
How do you know what I have down in my paper? Right. How do you know I had that down?
He don't look like he even wants to go anywhere near the basket. And my point is, yo, bro, you too big, you too skilled, you too talented. What has happened to Anthony Davis? We need to be talking, yes, Russell Westbrook can't shoot, but that's about it. We need to be talking less about Russell Westbrook and more about Anthony Davis. Because, damn it, I expected better.
Can I add on to that?
Yes.
That was exactly my point. Do you know when Anthony Davis got traded in 2019, I looked up some titles of some articles, some headlines. Do you know what they were saying? Anthony Davis, a top 5 player, gets traded to the Lakers. Anthony Davis traded among biggest in Laker history, along with Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Pau Gasol.
Wow.
That's where the expectations were for AD. Now, I know it translated to a championship in the bubble. I get that. Congratulations. But like, what happened to the days of us talking about AD that he was going to carry LeBron James? Like, I watched Damian Lillard last night. You talked about it earlier.
Dame time.
Right?
Dame
time. I watched Luka. I watched some players. Yo, it's their time where they're carrying the load. Mm-hmm. So I get that Russell Westbrook is an issue. I get that he has to fix that. I get LeBron James was in the MVP conversation last year at 37, still year 20. He's still playing at a pretty high level. Just to double down on your point, it feels like this team is a team of excuses. And I'm tired of the excuses. And the excuse, main number one, starts AD needs to be that player to carry this franchise. Is he the face moving forward? I don't know anymore. Stephen A., I don't know.
Wendy, Jay, I'll throw this by y'all. We talked about Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook needs to be gone, right? Because he just doesn't fit in what LA is doing, okay? And Kendrick Perkins alluded to the fact that he might not want to be there, or they might not elect to sit him down. Should we rule out whether or not AD should be traded?
No. Everything should be on the table.
Yeah?
Everything.
So you heard what he had to say there. Now, here are my thoughts on this. And I got a lot of thoughts on this. I think we have reached the critical moment where we have to ask ourselves the pertinent questions, right? And that pertinent question is this. Should the Lakers consider blowing up this entire team? That's the question we need to start asking ourselves. Because if I'm being honest with you, I don't think this team is going anywhere at all. I just don't see it. And we're talking about anywhere. I don't see this team becoming a championship contender at all. It's just not going to work out in their favor. And if anybody's out there that really believes that, you're just being absolutely delusional. That's the first thing. Another reason we should consider blowing up this particular team is because we need to look at the history of the Lakers. Now, some people are wondering, By the way, when you're saying blow up this team, are you talking about getting rid of Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis and LeBron? I'm including all of them. All of them should be on the table. The Lakers, historically, are not an organization that is known for building championship teams through the draft. That is not their history. If you look at all of the big name players, usually they have acquired those players through the through the trade market. That's how they got them. If you look at players like Anthony Davis, they got him through a trade. If you look at another player like Shaquille O'Neal, it was through the trade. If you look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it was through a trade. If you look at Pau Gasol, it was through the trade market. And those players that I just mentioned to you guys account for at least 10 out of the 17 NBA championships that the Lakers have won. The Lakers are not a team like the Golden State Warriors or the Chicago Bulls of old, or the Milwaukee Bucks, or the Miami Heat. That's not the type of organization that they are. And given the fact that we know this about the Lakers, the question then becomes, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? I think the Lakers should seriously consider trading Anthony Davis, and they should seriously consider trading LeBron James as well. Why am I saying these two players? Well, given the fact that on a daily basis, Russell Westbrook is being talked about in a negative way, they're just slowly diminishing his trade value. So not a lot of teams are going to want him, but a lot of teams are going to want to have a player like Anthony Davis, and they're definitely going to want to have a player like LeBron. Some people say, well, he's an old LeBron. Why would you? Yes, you would. Because you know he's going to attract a lot of attention, he's going to sell a lot of tickets, and is going to generate a lot of revenue for that market that LeBron James is going to go to. So there are monetary reasons for a team to want to have LeBron James on their roster. I think they need to blow it up. I think they need to trade away all these players, because if they don't, the Lakers are going to regret it in the future. The Lakers, if they don't figure out a way to make something happen either this year or next year, oh my God, it's going to be a very dark future for this team. I'm telling you. Because when LeBron retires and Anthony Davis, when they find out that he's really not the player that they thought, what are the Lakers going to be? What are they going to be? They're just going to be a middle of the pack team. Maybe. So now that they have assets, this is the best time to make a move. You don't wait. We've seen enough. Last year was enough evidence. Now, is this team improved? Yes, they improved at least on the defensive side of the floor this season, but they still have issues. They still have issues. I just don't see how this team can be a championship contender. And I think if I'm in that Lakers front office and I'm thinking about the future of this organization, you really got to start looking ahead and consider making these moves, because trust me, Jay Williams is not saying this for nothing. He is not saying this for nothing. They should definitely heed his advice. So these are my thoughts and opinions on this. What I want to know from you guys. What do you think about what Jay Williams had to say? What do you think about what I had to say? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you all on the next one.